Big Boss for the Out of Heaven Gaming Network, and I have been having this idea to do this for a minute, given that I haven't seen too many explanations. Like, I mean, when the game first came out and everybody had initially got done with, the Avengers Reassemble campaign, before Taking Aim, before Future Imperfect and all that, there were very little story explanations that were put out. And, I'm not exactly sure if they're avid, but, you would like to think guys like Rob or, the Comics Explained dude, or, Comic Historian, or any of these people, they're like thesauruses for, comic books and shit. But, they're not playing this, let alone explaining any of the connections or the details, the little minutia here and there that can pop up. So I'll take it upon myself to do so. Now, I really wish that I had like a computer. The one I have, it crashed, so I don't have a means as to make a fancy video or cobble together some edits and make it all nice and presentable. Like, so I'm just gonna do it live, off the top of my head, and we'll go along and upgrade Lady Jane, the Mighty Thor, Lady Thor, whatever. Let's go ahead and get into it here. So, I guess the best way to start off is to kind of separate this from the movies, because I know in the beginning that was a lot of people's gripe, is that, it should be more like the movies, this and that, and then they started coming out with the outfits from, from the MCU. And as nice as that is, I had always taken it that this was going to be more comics oriented, and it has proved so with a lot of the different happenings that have gone on. Not just necessarily with the people, but kind of our connections to them and all that. We got Kate, thinking about that. Kate is a part of the Young Avengers, like Kamala, but she's already had affiliations. Kate has, because she mentions other Young Avengers. It's like in passing. It's commentary that's usually in the elevators. I'll here.
Here is what I have.
Oh.
Feels strange.
I'm good. Nothing there.
Oh, that is fine.
But like, because like I know a lot of people were kind of wondering how Jane got here, and with the little story explanation that we get, I don't think it was. I mean, it was explained pretty well by Nick Fury, I'd like to say. Because when that initial update happened and we got Nick Fury out of the future, or we brought him back from the future to our present, he explained that the tachyon anomalies are what's causing all of these rifts in pretty much the fabric of reality. It's not just affecting time, it's affecting space as well. You saw that with Monica, fooling around with the cosmic cube. What can, what, I'm just going to a quick match. Actually, let me go to the helicarrier first. But, that's kind of the hint there to different characters, at least I would like to think, because, when Kate mentions the Young Avengers and all that, we already know who's a part of the team. It's just who they're going to bring in, to the game. Like, who are we going to interact with? Because, Jane, being from an alternate timeline and the tachyon anomalies, which is what explains, you know, everybody being able to pick the same character. You know, Fury told you that these heroes are all coming from, you know, different times and different realities. So that could be where it is we see other characters come from. They may be already here in our timeline present, just, you know, the things, because like that's what's happening. Like in our present, all of this stuff that we're experiencing is the payoff timeline. All of the stuff that we do matters. All the things that have happened in, you know, other loops or, you know, in the past is irrelevant. We can't change any of that stuff. That's the history that lays the present as it does. Now if we go to the future and change shit, you know, then that's different. But we're stopping the changes that they're making. So we're just trying to preserve. But we'll see how that goes if, you know, Monica still is alive and has the cosmic cube and all that. But we saw her lose it when old man Hawkeye took her into the pit, and we saw Roy touch it. So, you know, there are plenty of things that can go on. Like, I mean, is Hank Pym gonna be the one that builds Ultron like in the comics? It's a good chance. I mean, the Roys are there. There are plenty of things. Let me try and find a mission. I'm sorry, I'm not necessarily lost in thought. I'm just trying to think of the more relevant things to talk about when it comes to the story. I probably should go through just because, you know, and do Reassembled, do Taking Aim and all that stuff to kind of give perspective, because I'll have it visually laid out there and you'll be, you know, hearing it verbatim, so I won't have to try and remember some shit. Okay, all James, baby. That was a little loud. That reverberated in my ears. It was like, I'm good. But like we could see that with, like for example, they mention by name multiple times Carol Danvers. So I'm gonna think that if it's not Captain Marvel, who's next? You know, it would be somebody. Anomalies, because again, we're still dealing with all this shit. Like, I know that it may seem staggered because, you know, the DLC comes out whenever it does, and, you know, the last two characters didn't have much of storylines with them. All that stuff is in the codexes, and I listen to the codexes. I mean, that's another reason why I really wish my computer didn't crash, because I'd be able to listen through all that stuff and kind of, I guess, piece it together of sorts. Excuse me, the little timeline that we have going on here, because we've, like, again, that's why it's called Reassemble. We've already been the Avengers. This game picks up, you know, I would probably imagine some years after the initial team up, because the original reason that they all teamed up in the first place was to stop the Hulk. So if we're going by, you know, comic lore, they banded together, quelled the Hulk's rage, brought him on the team, and then everything else there then after happens. You know, anything that's comic related, if you could think of it, then they probably already went through it, because most of these events and the comics are mentioned in the codexes.
If you can gain control of AIM's network temporarily, I can infiltrate their security system. Head to the terminal so I can get you inside.
Jane is a fucking beast. I love how powerful she is. Like, they pulled no punches when it came to her. Oh, I
AIM's
love that
network is
Valkyrie
equipped with a
outfit.
multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple terminals. The more the better.
The more the better.
AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminals. You cannot let them.
I am worthy!
Beginning infiltration. That helps, thank you.
Out here mashing on foes. Who want what? Ooh.
I'm inside AIM security system.
Batter up.
I'm inside AIM security system.
Uh-oh. Over on A. Wow.
AIM has
Oh, he still got it?
shutdown protocol. AIM is trying to remove me from their systems. Beginning infiltration.
This may come as a shock!
That helps, thank you.
Get them, girls.
Be a
Breached AIM security network.
Oh, that was beautiful. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, we've been the Avengers. So when the game starts and we're dealing with the incident in San Francisco,
Excellent work.
that's what it is that, you know, the premise of our game is built off of. That's where our first campaign starts. That's how Kamala's introduction goes on. Then after that, you know, we get the other stories, but I'm definitely thinking going through them now, or going through them again, would definitely be a good thing to do, because it'll better help for me to explain a few things. But that was really my my aim, I guess, since, you know, my thoughts can be a bit labored sitting here playing and, you know, trying to think of something to go, stuff that I'll see or stuff that I'll hear that'll kind of generate the thought in my head. So keep going, figure something out to go on for, because, you know, like little things like you know, Abomination, Emil Blonsky, you know, we can go in on stuff like that where his inclusion comes from, but that's, again, stuff that's in the codexes. So that'll probably be something I try and do, but again, you know, if I can get this computer fixed or try and figure some way out to do so, I'm going to do it. Because like I said, if nobody else is doing it, and you would like to think, you know, these guys, Rob, or, you know, the dude from Comic Story, you know, these are like the you know, the Reed Richards and Tony Stark of comic books. These guys know it all, so you would think that they'd be all in on this shit. But, you know, whatever, I'll do it. But yeah, I'll try and figure out the best way to go about doing that, because I don't know if, you know, just trying to play and figure out, oh, let me mention this or mention that. Like, I'll probably take the time to actually try and, like, pen some shit. I've never actually, you know, written a script before, so I don't know how that'll go. But, you know, we'll figure it out. But I want to thank everybody for subscribing. I saw that I had 20. I think. God, is it 24 or 25? I don't know. Let me look. That's terrible. I know. Yep. Okay. So 24. So 24 subscribers. I thank you. We'll keep it going. You know, I'll try and start streaming more. I mean, this was really just me having the thought in my mind of wanting to, you know, explain little story points and things like that. Because I know I saw posted in one of the groups on Discord, somebody was asking, like, so what does it mean when she sides with Loki? What's going on? What had, like, blah, you know, like a lot of Jane's stuff could come from a multitude of you know, different stories. Like, I mean, just for example, with her saying that instead of them going through Ragnarok and, you know, the cycle continuing on for Asgardians, you know, them dying in battle, being reborn and all that, it was just pure death, and it was, you know, the fall of Asgard. So I mean, you could think of a couple different stories. Like, the main ones that come to mind are Siege on Asgard, but I don't think you know, we'll see Robert Reynolds anytime soon. The Sentry or the Void, or whichever one you want to go by, but it was the Sentry, or the Void rather, that attacked Asgard in that War of the Realms. That was a big time story, and that could possibly be why it is that, you know, Odin did what he did in that timeline, locking up Freya. Shit, what else? Well, the fact that she even has Mjolnir leads me to think that original sin took place in her timeline. In that storyline, you know, Thor didn't believe himself to be worthy, so he left Mjolnir on the moon. Couldn't nobody lift it or grab it, and it calls out to her. So, you know, I remember looking at that like, oh shit. And then, you know, because I think that was shit, this would be more like a Rob thing, but I believe it was Jason Aaron who did the Lady Thor run, and it was a big reveal when everybody found out that it was Jane. So that could have happened in her timeline. The dealing is with Loki. I don't believe he manipulated the anomalies to suck her through and bring her here. I think that whatever was going on, per the ripple effect starting from here in our present timeline, those ripple effects from the tachyon anomalies are just going out. So maybe that wave finally reached her and it grabbed her. I don't know. We'll find out once these codex files get unlocked, because she's got plenty of them to go through. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like it would probably be best to actually like go through them, but I don't have James just yet. I got a bunch that I still need to listen to, but I listened to a good majority of them. I think I've unlocked damn near all these codec files, so you know. Good deep dive of information. one thing I do want, uh, as far as like story wise, is something that includes all the Avengers. I think if anything, like whatever the next DLC will be, you know, because like I said, we've been the Avengers for years up until the start of the game. Then there's a 5-year gap, and then we reassemble. At the mark of that 5-year gap, we come across Kate. Now, the Taking Aim and Future Imperfect, those are happening pretty much simultaneously. Because, you know, Hawkeye goes to the future, we go to the past, we talk to him, then we go back to the present to bring him back from the future, and then we all go to the future and Future Imperfect, only to come back and deal with the issues in Wakanda. So all this stuff is happening pretty much within, you know, I would imagine maybe the span of a few months. So whatever else is going to happen is going to be the aftermath of whatever it is that we were dealing with in Wakanda. That could be plenty of shit, you know, because with Claw and AIM invading, that leaves it open to interpretation for anybody to just come in. Now, I don't know if they plan on doing, you know, because I don't think Namor could be directly like looked at as a villain. I don't think he is.
An elite AIM team is close by and on alert.
But I know Doctor Doom certainly would be. And Latveria has invaded Wakanda, trying to take resources, vibranium and shit. So I could see that.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
We'll show you true power.
I think that would be pretty cool though if they did do Doctor Doom.
You are about to be very sorry.
A Watchdog's agent is down. They've lost another agent.
Oh, where the hell did Dreadbot come from?
You're now dying.
Another
Oh,
enemy
let me get him. Oh, you got it.
The team are no longer a threat.
Left him stuck.
I've marked our next destination on your HUD.
Mjolnir, we're up. Well done, Mjolnir.
Wait, what? Why couldn't we just go in the elevator? Alright, well, anyway. What else would be good to... God damn, look how buff she is. Jeez. Lady Jane is cut up, G. Wait until I get some emotes. You already know. Really, I want them to do a emo wheel, like like we could press down or something, hold it.
We'll show you true power. Stay down.
You know, I'm curious also
AIM's network is equipped with a
as to see how these
multi-point authentication system.
upcoming villain
I need
sectors
access to
are going to
multiple
be.
terminals. The more
Because I
the
know
better.
they said MODOK was going to be one. And I believe the cloning labs are supposed to be coming too.
AIM will
I'm
attempt
really
to
looking forward to
initiate a
that.
shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminal. You cannot let them. Beginning infiltration. I'm inside AIM security system. That helps, thank you.
Oh shit, as soon as I leave it.
AIM has
Nope.
initiated their shutdown protocol.
Off of there.
I'm inside AIM security system.
Air battle 1. I will let it fly.
Beginning infiltration.
Alright.
I'm inside
Oh, they're all
AIM
so
security
tiny.
system.
I am the goddess of thunder.
I was about to say, like, I hear XO, but I don't see XO. Ooh, I hate that. Ouch. Okay. Like, Jane got some nice takedowns. I will say hers are better than Thor's.
The enemies have been defeated. There, up ahead.
Yeah, I don't get why we have to stand outside of the elevator, only to walk back in and then go and... Whatever. Like, I'm kind of mad that we ain't got no. I mean, I know it's all us, but you would think she'd at least have something to say on the ride. That's all good.
Let's show them how it's done.
This is nothing. Here.
Oh, other way. Okay.
Time to test our strength.
Yep, lead me to them, because I do not know where these people are. I already got the one, like, what the fuck? Probably like a little pathway, so they're all going up here. Yep, number 2.
Look who brought the fight to us.
Ooh, shit.
Prepare yourselves.
Ooh.
Asgard, protect me!
Oh, let me get that stun. Boom.
Welcome to your reckoning.
Yeah, Jane's got some pretty nice takedowns. I like Jane. Like, once I get her built up, oof, buddy. Was it through here? You know, one thing I do hope they add is the fucking patrols and new terrain. Cause boy, I really want to be able to go other places. Like, I mean, we have an entire globe to traverse. You would like to think.
I'm finishing this.
Appreciate the help, Avengers.
Alright, one more. Oh, motherfucker. Yo, what up, Timmy? How you doing, man? Peace. Where is the last one? I know it was... Oh, you know what? It is over here. How you doing, man?
Avengers, follow
I've
me.
been waiting for a good fight.
Already rescued the prisoners. Oh, there are more? God.
Time to get to work.
Hey, eyes up. Enemies ahead.
Who knew dying could be so much fun? You thought you stood a chance?
We're not alone.
Jane's got some sick ass moves. I really can't wait to see what she can do once I get her to fucking 150. Oh man.
Take that shorty and steal!
Oh, yummy.
Don't make me do this alone!
Yeah, her takedowns are nasty.
Foes up ahead!
Oh no, they dead.
Good job, Avengers. You saved our people so they can fight
Alright,
another day.
decent, decent.
The Resistance will surely succeed with you watching their backs.
I guess not, maybe. Ooh, actually. Yes, sir. Ooh. Ah, fuck. I really wanted to keep that cosmic surge going too. Yeah, man. I've just been working, just trying to sort a lot of stuff out. Uh, really, it's just been a clusterfuck because my car had gotten into some real bad shape, and in trying to fix it, it ended up just costing more. So I just kind of had to bite the bullet on that one. But you know, just trying to get stuff together so that way I can, you know, just try and move forward, day at a time type of thing, you know. How's everything with you though, man? I hope everything is good, you know. Let's see. 3, 6. I'm gonna need a few more. Oh, I still need to work on her nameplates. Alright. Let's see, what, because she's about to be 60, so what would be a good mission? Oh, damn. Elite's too high. Well, could probably do a hive. Ah, but shit, won't be able to do a hive if everybody's still just building up Jane. And I would need people to carry me through. Not necessarily, but I would need higher level characters to, you know, access these other missions. Oh well. So